I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine.
There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was the Billy O.T. The winds blew hard, her bow dipped down. Below me, bully boys blow. Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She'd not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side harpooned and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was freed. The captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the whaleman's creed. She took that ship in tow. Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. For 40 days or even more, the line went slack, then tight once more. Our boats were lost, there were only 4, and still that whale did go. Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on. The line's not cut and the whale's not gone. The wellerman makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew and all. Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
I think and you're watching Grown Man Record Night. So let's everybody get aggressive and get on the whole train.
Feeling a little tense right now.
Oh!
Wide okay.
Man.
Wide Man.
Hold on.
Wide Man. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Grown Man Record Night. We appreciate the shit down, ham, and piss out of you. Coming in here live, hot, on a Friday night.
WNYV Ma 15.
Motherfucker.
What
Jay, get out of
fuck?
here. That's not here. It's not here, Jay. It's not here. That's not here. It's not here.
My
It's not. That's not a channel that's here.
They're running the Ric Flair commercials though.
Okay, great,
What
but that's
the
not.
fuck,
It's
Jay?
got to be a Charlotte channel then.
Doesn't count.
No, that's a Greensboro.
Why
It's
is this
not
a
a-
topic of
Put that with your
conversation? Are you guys fucking
All right, let's. We're on the air. We're on the air.
Wait, are we?
How you guys
Oh, no bling. Thank you, Carl. Hope everybody's had a fantastic week.
Literally,
And now the
you
week
guys
just
are.
got a little better.
I really didn't know that.
They're the
Bye.
ones that run Comet.
See you later.
Yeah.
Off
They're
it.
the ones.
Everybody shut the fuck up.
Look, I
Tell you what I
literally
like.
didn't
And
know
Get
you're on,
TV.
So I left.
What you like?
Nothing.
I don't know. Hope everybody's had a fantastic week and appreciate you spending a little time with us here on Grown Man Record Night. Played some banging ass music tonight over on the Twitch channel and coming to you now live.
Speaking of bang,
Oh, speaking of let me tell you what, my favorite new seltzer. We talked about this on Wednesday night over on Twitch. The Bang seltzers. Woo-wee! Best seltzers going. They're really sweet.
get off your on, Steve.
A little
Yeah.
sweet. That strawberry is fucking.
Yeah, they're really sweet. It's good stuff. You can pour them over pancakes.
The frozen
It's good stuff.
strawberry is perfect.
How was your week?
Real busy.
Yeah, me too.
Busy
Fuck.
week. Busy week.
What the hell?
We had some cool stuff. We'll talk about. We'll get into it here in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
That happened to us over the past week. But you know, like we always like to start the program with a little joke, and we've had some folks send some jokes in, and I'm a little sick of it. I want a joke of my own.
I
So
want a joke of my own.
I came up with a little something on my own.
Okay.
Actually, that's not true at all.
What you got?
Given the fact that it's 90 degrees in a lot of places and
Yeah, it's hot.
getting ready to be summertime,
Yeah.
I thought I would do an appropriate joke tonight and do something about snow. So Snow, yeah.
Okay.
It's topical, I know. How do you find Will Smith in the snow? If you're tracking Will Smith, how do you find him on the snow?
Why are you trying
Don't know.
You follow the Fresh Prince. Woo! All right. We're back. Live. Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you so much for spending a little time with us. Be sure to follow us on the socials if you're not following us to know when we go live, like on Wednesday nights when we go over to the Twitch channel, which is where we play all the music. And this past week, on Wednesdays, we do some gameplay and watch a movie. This past week, we watched The Stuff. You ever seen The Stuff?
I haven't seen the stuff. Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. It was a good movie.
I was really busy Wednesday for some reason. Oh, I had band rehearsal, so
Rehearsal.
I wasn't able to join you.
It was. It's a good movie, man. And it's Paul Sorvino's in it, which I didn't realize, and Garrett Morris.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Could you see him reading the cue cards off the screen?
Guess what Garrett Morris's character's name is in the movie?
Garrett. Gary?
Chocolate Chip Charlie. He's like, my name is Chocolate Chip Charlie. And I'm like, okay, we'll be right back. I'm trying to go to graphics. Yeah. Good stuff, man. So we got Shane the Mod up in this mug. We got Zep Pearl. I saw Bill's box of sound earlier. The envelope, got a lot of folks in here. Appreciate everybody joining us, man. Big time. We got some cool stuff coming.
Man, how about chromium dioxide's event this week?
Yeah, let's get into
crazy.
it. Let's get into it. So, for you folks that don't know, chromium dioxide, literally the best channel on YouTube.
It is.
Had a little problem this week where his laptop got busted. Like not just a laptop, but like
It was a family thing.
like laptop that he uses to do the show, and like had all this
A key piece of equipment. Yeah.
had all of his his editor got fucked, and man was like, it's not really something I can fix right now, and the show's kind of done, and and everybody was like, no.
Right.
And so the whole like not just VC, but like people that enjoy good content came together and was like, nah, man, we're gonna fix this shit like lickety split right now. And yeah, he's a proud man and didn't want to do that kind of shit, but didn't realize at the time that like, fuck, for me, I depend on like that shit for like my Saturday night, eat a little half a cookie and sit down on a little content.
Well, he's part of the tapestry of your life.
Yeah. And that's, for people that don't get that, I mean, you pay for Netflix, you pay for Hulu,
Yeah.
I appreciate, and definitely more than anybody, understand and appreciate supporting your favorite content creator, for Christ's sakes. What are we doing over here? So, anyway, GoFundMe got put up.
I still want to see
And
that set.
I was gonna go through this whole thing tonight. I'm like, we're gonna play all these records, and I'm gonna do this whole thing. We're gonna try to get people to donate. We're gonna do this whole, and but turns out the internet loves this sumbitch so much that shit was just flowing like water right off the bat.
Did someone set up a GoFundMe?
Oh, dude, he met the goal in like 6 hours.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was awesome. So thanks for everybody, and we'll
I was happy to take part.
yeah, absolutely. Oh, we took part.
I asked. I didn't.
No, we took part. But actually, Shane, if you're in here, if you would grab that link from the Discord for the GoFundMe. I know it's already been met, but if you guys still feel like dropping a little chunk and just tell them you appreciate them, whatever. I'm just telling you, Shane's a mod. Shane's a mod.
Things cost more in Canada anyway. So,
Full disclosure.
what?
Full disclosure. When I was like, we dropped a little chunk of change on this shit now.
Come on.
You
ain't got to talk about
I ain't gonna drop that kind of shit and not come in here and brag about it.
I didn't talk about my tax return.
but-
Talk about tax return?
But so I came in here and I was like,
What is that?
as I'm putting the thing in, it's in Canadian dollars, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna drop a couple of stacks on this shit, and then I'm like, wait, pulled me up another tab and pulled up Google, and I'm like, all right, US dollars converted to Canadian. I'm like, oh, okay, right on, that's cool. I was making, my luck, I would have.
Now.
What?
It's like one of those fake. What is that?
Are
Where'd that
you
come-
fucking serious?
What's that? Where'd that come from?
Dude,
It was right here in the corner of the desk.
there is a fake fingernail that keeps following me around this house. No shit. Hey, thank you, Shane. I appreciate you, buddy. There you go, folks. There's the link in the chat. If you want to donate, like I said, the goal's been met, but like if you want to donate anyway, there's the link right there. So folks, jump on it. We love the man. We really appreciate what he does, and I mean, he's done a lot for us, and absolutely, that's a shitty situation to be in. So, and we got lucky because several weeks ago, you guys remember we had the big lightning strike that affected two of the major pieces of equipment that dictate how we do the show. The PC, the PC was fucked, and then the camera was fucked. And luckily, we were able to fix the PC with some minimal cost, and then borrowed my dad's GoPro for now. Still not received that one from China, by the way. So I'll be filing a claim on eBay.
Yeah.
Just FYE.
Surprised.
No, because they hit me too, and they're like, "Oh, we've already banned this user."
We
so
blocked this.
yeah, we.
Let's do it fake. Go for it.
No. Yeah, so but I had to wait until the date passed to actually file a claim or whatever. So anyway, I'm sure eBay will take care of me or whatever. So we'll get it squared away. But we got kind of lucky in that regard. I mean, TVs and other shit in the fucking house messed up.
Set up a GoFundMe for that.
Yeah, let's do it. No, but but we got kind of lucky. It didn't like stop the show. You know what I mean? It would have really sucked to been in a situation
Took away our content.
to where that kind of stuff like absolutely just derailed everything we were doing. It's true. That Super VHS player, I'm still kind of salty about that.
Jay,
So
Jay, you want to sit over here?
Yeah, Jace, if you want to talk
like,
7 goddamn feet off the mic,
He's like, I got
everybody.
No,
let me point the fucking mic over here.
He's like, I got nothing to say. I was like, Jay, why don't you start the show? He's like, I got nothing to say.
I got nothing to say. I'm just gonna talk the whole goddamn fucking time. Fuck! Nebulous Prowler, thank you so much for the 3 gifted
I'm
subs.
gonna have to say I do. The
Oh,
same
my
goddamn
Lord.
thing. 100%.
Nebulous Prowler is a beast, man. Gifting 3 subs.
And don't go
Woo!
back
Who
over the
ca-
microphone.
Hey, if you caught one of those subs from Nebulous Prowler, be sure to say thanks in the chat, man. We really appreciate you, dude. I may have broke the mic. No, I
You
didn't.
may have.
I may have broke my throat. That's right.
We'll learn what kind of tolerance it has.
Oh, it's got tolerance, baby.
Tolerance. You can take
Major T.
hell of a
We got Major T here.
Okay.
So let's get into a little bit. We kind of hyped it on the show last week, and for a couple of weeks previous, we
Yeah.
got an opportunity. You got an opportunity to go over to visit a local band playing, where the drummer was Artemis Pyle from.
Well, we
Leonard Skinner.
initially got word that Artemis wanted to be on the show.
Right. It was like come and
And-
be on the show.
It took me a while to figure out what the hell was going on here, but come to find out he's in this band out of Greensboro. He lives in Asheville, outside of Asheville, and plays in the Artemis Pyle band, which is a really great, actually, Skinner tribute band who does a note for note. In fact, I think they had Ed King like teach them the licks. You
Oh,
know?
EK?
Yeah. And but he plays with this guy named Gary Maverick out of Greensboro.
Old GM.
and
Now we're talking.
They had it, and I thought I didn't know how it was going to work to have him come here, and we start so late, and I don't know.
It may have disappointed him.
Yeah, I didn't want to lead him into thinking we were in this like major studio, but so I worked it out to where I could find out their gig schedule and found a time when I wasn't gigging and where I was free, and but it happened to be just a couple days after I had my surgery on my hand.
Right.
So I asked Mike to come with me because I was going to use a big camera.
What's up, Trish?
I didn't want to worry about using a little camera and running audio separate and
Yeah.
all this crap. So the ENGs are perfect for this kind of stuff. And so Mike ran camera and I conducted the interview. And we got there just when he was there for the second set and got some stuff, video of them playing. And haven't put everything together yet because I want to do a nice little package.
It'll be part of our Wednesday content series. We know Wednesday is content
Yeah,
day.
he's really pushing this Wednesday thing. So
Wednesday supplemental content.
I'll try to get something done here.
You know, I put the White Rod
this
video up.
Wednesday. Did you?
Yeah,
I think I saw that
Yeah.
this past week.
yeah. But yeah, we got
But I did send you a couple things that maybe we could show just from.
yeah. So just kind of walking back a little bit, like we got there and realized like this was like it's not like a local like just dive bar. This is a private like motorcycle club.
Yeah, it reminded me a lot of the Hells Angels Club I played in Winston. I played the Winston Hells Angels, and actually it's gated and barbed wire, and you don't go in until they let you go in. But the only thing is different was they did have the barbed wire, but the gates were open. There was nobody at the gate, so I figured it wasn't Hells Angels. But
it looked like
it was very private.
It looked like Sons of Anarchy with a stage out back.
Yeah, but there weren't a lot of people there.
Not a lot of people, but because it was a private club.
And then I did see when I went to get a beer, it said on the wall, it said no cameras, no social media, no whatever. So I was like, oh fuck, I'm with a fucking huge camera. So I wanted
that looks like you're going to be on the news.
So I talked to Gary and I made sure they talked to the management, and they're like, oh, we're cool with it.
Because one thing I kind of do have PTSD from is the fact that when I was in news, that when you throw one of those big cameras up in your shoulder, you're 100% vulnerable. So if somebody wants to come up behind you and shove you over or pop you in the back of the head with a bottle, there ain't a damn thing you can do about it.
Man, I seen this guy at a Trump rally. I'm going to go over and
fuck it, especially around a bunch of drunk people. Fuck this motherfucker, and just come up and bam, and I don't even have a chance to square up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even put the camera down for
You
us.
remember that lady that came up while we were interviewing?
Oh my God!
We're in the middle of this interview with Artemis, and this this woman walks in.
In her 50s.
Kind of shuffles into the shot, and she's standing in front of, because Gary and Artemis are next to each other, sitting on the stage, or I'm across from them talking to them. And she shuffles in, she stands in front of Gary, and she's like, and Artemis is telling me something. He's trying to answer one of my questions.
And he won't finish it.
And she's like, she's pointing, and she's like, from me to you. And she's like, who is that? Who is that? Like, she understood. She was drunk. She understood this guy must have been somebody, because I was talking to him. Who is that? Like, she had, the sad thing is, she was with the band. She was like the girlfriend or wife of one of the band members.
This is what I heard in my monitors. I heard her talking to her husband or boyfriend, and what she goes, baby, can we go? We go. And he's like, hey, be quiet now. They're recording something down there. What they record? What they record? I won't be on TV.
Yeah.
I won't be.
Anyway, she kind of was
I won't be on TV.
We got cut a little short, although I think I got most of everything I wanted to get in. I got all my questions answered.
Yeah, it was pretty
I'll
awesome.
chalk that up to professionalism right there.
Pretty awesome. That kind of harkened me back to the news days, going out shooting some B-roll. We shot the band, I shot the band playing. We did a nice
I
interview.
used my phone. I got some shots.
Yeah. So collectively, we shot the band playing, shot the interview.
Did you want your cowboy boots?
I did not. That's not good shooting attire. But it was a good time. Like, it's gonna be some good content. So, like I said, we didn't get the.
Not so much of the band. But,
Oh.
well, they had some sound issues.
Yeah. Well, that's
Let's just say that.
So you want to play?
Play something.
We did get him to do a shout out for us.
We did a shout out. This is an unedited. Well, this is edited, but it's a longer version. I think we're going to cut it down when we use it in show.
I've not played this in the program here, so it may be squirrely. I've tried
see
to
how it goes.
Okay, here we go. Well,
It's great to see you
Gary
guys.
Maverick Band for a minute.
I don't know.
It's great to see you
Can I
guys.
get a
So
shout
it's
out
not.
real quick?
A shout out.
Yeah.
Grown Man Record Night.
Groin.
Grown? Like we're grown man. Grown man.
Grown man.
Record Night.
Grown man. Artemis Pyle here, and you're watching Grown Man Record Night. Let me do one more.
Sure, go ahead.
All right, Artemis Pyle here.
Gary Maverick.
I was going to say that. God, you guys don't know when to jump in. And they're cousins. They talk alike, they walk alike. You could lose your mind. Hey, it's Artemis. And listening to Grown Man Record Night, and this is
Gary Maverick. Down home.
and Little Elvis.
Okay, that was part of it. that was part of it. Now there's another here. Now lead us into this.
All right, so I don't quite know how we got to this, but we were talking about something.
What's up, Charlie?
And I was asking Gary something about the band, and he's like, "That's a good question, Steve." Oh, by the way, Steve, and they got off track and kind of threw it back on me. So apparently, John, who I've been working with for some songs we're going to do in the studio, John Epstein, he does this show, Dr. John, your local music checkup with Dr. John on WTOB, which I was on a few times.
WTOB.
Winston-Salem. But anyway, he had Artemis on his show a few weeks ago, and I guess that night maybe he gave Artemis a CD that had some stuff that we had done already in the studio. Apparently Artemis had listened to it. So
All right, let's see.
we got a clip.
Let's talk about Gary Maverick Band for a minute. I want to know a little bit about the band and how it came about that Artemis became a part of it.
That is a great question, Steve Jones. And this man is a great guitar player and singer right here.
That he is. I listened to your album all the way home, man. I love your vocals. I love that girl. Man, and it rocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Dr. John gave it to me.
Okay, I was wondering how you.
Oh man, and I listened to it until my my CD player broke.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
There
It's
we
kind
go.
of cool.
Hell yeah, that's pretty badass. But we got among all this stuff, and it was an after show interview, so you never know what you're going to get in those kind of situations. But
And he was ready to go home.
he was
He had a long drive ahead of him.
Yeah, he was ready to go home. But pretty candid interview that it detailed stuff about the plane crash.
Yeah.
Pretty damn candid about it.
Yeah.
Talked at length about the plane crash. And
He's not ashamed. He's not afraid to talk about it.
No, and then actually some lawsuits that came along with his documentary.
Because he was behind the film that he made to talk about the crash, and Ronnie's wife and the guitarist tried to stop him and sue him.
Yeah, so had some choice words for that. So
I can tell that's a sticking point with him because he brings that up a lot.
for something that was like kind of bang bang after a show, there's some very candid moments in there that are going to play well,
Yeah.
I think, and you guys are going to dig them. Especially if you're a fan of not even just Leonard Skinner, but classic rock in general. It's going to be a cool fucking piece we're going to put out. But yeah, fun stuff, man. Good stuff.
You want to tease ahead?
What we teasing?
Dig of the week?
Should I do it now or should I do it later?
No, do it later. But
I do have a little something. I get to go spend a little personal time with Artemis. He signed a little something for me, so we'll stay tuned for Dig of the Week for that. Yeah. You know, I put this hat on, and I know even if you guys are a casual hip hop fan at all, caught this on Pluto, Pluto, the free streaming service.
like
It kind of
Pluto.
acts like a cable grid kind of thing.
although
There's
they
like
don't have that channel on there anymore with the girls.
there's a Showtime kind of thing where Showtime puts some specific things in, and I caught this 4-part documentary about Wu-Tang called of Mics and Men.
Mics and Men.
And it come out in 2019. It's one of the best music docs I've ever seen.
What?
Wu-Tang in their 50s. There's a bunch of like home movie shit. They really get into like the whole kind of rundown, and like really it's like 4 hours, but it's done like as a mini series kind of thing.
Right.
It is absolutely fantastic. So that made me have to pull the hat out tonight, of course. But anyway, Troy wants to know, how did the new band sound? They were grooving. It was kind of a southern rock. No surprise there. Southern rock, blues rock kind of thing. Country. Got some country vibes in there. Let me tell you something. I will say this. For Artemis is like, what, 72 years old?
72.
Talk about in the pocket, dude. This dude lives in the pocket the whole time.
He's good.
He's really good.
He still got it.
Kind of blew me away,
Yeah.
honestly.
I was most impressed by, if I could be that active at 72, I'll be a happy man.
The only funny part is like when he would do like fills, he was wearing like that big cowboy hat.
He's got the gloves, like.
But he would play the fills, and when he would play the fills, he'd go da-da-da-da-da, and hit himself in the hat with the
Got that big cowboy hat.
Yeah, he would hit himself in the hat with the sticks. That was pretty funny, but still never missed a lick. Pretty damn awesome. Really enjoyed it. But yeah, if you want to check out that band, Charlie, it's called the Gary Maverick Band, and they have a new album dropping coming up.
I think you can find it online now on YouTube.
Give the Gary Maverick Band a Google.
Now, he doesn't play drums always on that band.
Did he record with him?
I think so.
Okay.
But there's even a song about him.
What's up, Eric?
Um,
Yeah,
Kentucky Brother, I think it's called. basically about Artemis.
Yeah, the
He's
whole thing.
Kentucky, man.
Oh, it's 100% about it. Because he's talking about a guy that saved.
He talked about he didn't want to be the drummer on that because it was kind of weird that it was about him.
I kind of appreciate him saying that.
Yeah, sure.
Because when I heard that, I was like, "That's weird." That you're in the band. That's weird. That's like a song about me. Like we're all playing music, and we do a song about how I saved some kid from a tractor accident when I was 4 years old. And I'm like, yeah,
You could do that.
I made that up, but let's do that.
Okay.
All right. Boom.
I drove a tractor up a tree.
Did you really?
I did when I was a kid.
I flipped a rod and lawnmower over one time.
The wheels hit the trunk.
Okay.
And you know how tractor wheels are? They're kind of
Oh, I know
like
how tractor
this.
wheels
They're
are.
not like this. They're
Yeah.
like this. And it perfectly hit the bark of the tree, and the tractor started going straight up the tree. Luckily, my grandfather jumped off the trailer and cut the engine, like, just in time.
I used to try to pop. Well, I did pop wheelies in my dad's riding
Yeah.
lawnmower and flip the whole thing over.
Oh, I'm sure he was happy about that.
Yeah, it was no trouble at all. The album is Thread That Line. No, it's called Down Home, I believe.
Down home, maybe.
I think it's called Down Home by the Gary Maverick Band. Yeah, but good stuff. More of that shit to come. How about some news that came fresh out of our Discord this week? Woo! Is Carl the Envelope still in here? Let's get into it. I didn't load new commercials in. That's okay. I didn't load any of this in. What the fuck is wrong with me? Oh my god. Hold up, guys. Tell us some more stories, Steve. What's a story?
I got a gig tomorrow. I'm playing. I think I mentioned it last week. There's a woman who works at a bar we used to play at, whose her body is giving off carbon monoxide.
The fuck?
It's
Come on, dude.
It's basically poisoning her to death. You know, we all give off carbon dioxide. She apparently gives off carbon monoxide.
Okay.
So it's a poker run. If you don't know anything about poker runs, but biker bars will
Double B's.
all the bikes show up at the first bar,
Yeah.
and they drive to the next bar, and you know they do a
And just drunk
From here
drive
to
until somebody
Burlington.
dies.
from here to Burlington and back to Greensboro and over to Clemens or whatever. But at every biker bar they stop at, everybody gets a card. And so by the time you get to the final destination, which is the club we're playing, whoever has the best hand wins.
Oh.
It's poker hand, basically.
My final destination is heaven, Steve.
Okay.
Because of my Lord and Savior.
So when everybody
Jesus
shows
Christ.
up, that's when we kick it off, probably about 5 o'clock. We're going to play for maybe 2 or 3 hours. You know.
Wow, cool. Where are you going to play at then?
It's in King,
Okay.
at a place. It used to be one of the first places we used to play.
It's a chick's name.
No.
Made it up.
And it's actually the last. I think it's the last time they're going to be open. They're tearing it down and putting up a Hardee's, I think.
I like a good Hardy burger.
I do like a good Hardee's.
All right, look. In the Discord, Carl posted this earlier this week. Woo! The Crew, One Voice. Now, what this is it's a supergroup made of Tim Armstrong and Matt Freeman from Rancid, Fletcher Drag, and Byron McMacken of Pennywise. You can hear that guitar tone. Mike Muir of Suicidal Tendencies. Released a new song. The song is called One Voice and is available digitally on Epitaph Records. Song will be released on a 7-inch along with an original song by Rippy and the Satellites. Ciliates?
Sure.
Via Stay Free Recordings, with all the proceeds going toward MUSAC, a non-profit organization. Helps kids and teens, supporting great music teachers, blah, blah, blah. But apparently this is just planned for a 7-inch that's going to be dropping this summer. I don't know that this is actually going to be turned into an album. That's kind of what I was looking to see, because I jammed this today and it was pretty damn good. And definitely, what really stood out to me was the guitar tone and some really jamming guitar sounds on this. So that'll be pretty cool, man. And Carl posted that to the Discord, so hats off to Carl.
Hats off to Carl.
Instead of hats off to Larry, we're going to hats off to Carl.
He's a carpenter.
He
lives
is.
on a boat.
He is.
He made that clear.
I'm kind of doing this. I'm flying by the seat of my pants
I think
because
you're doing a great job.
I'm trying, dude. You know, a few weeks ago we talked about there's this huge Mars Volta box set that came out.
Yeah.
And really stoked that they were even kind of fucking around with re-releasing anything, because they really haven't re-released stuff ever that I'm aware of.
No.
And it was awesome, but it was like an 18 LP, probably $500.
Beautiful.
They did announce this week that in addition to the 18 LP thing they're releasing, they have announced there will be making the entire spread of their reissue catalog individually available on vinyl.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Each of the records is now available for pre-order from Cloud Hills, remastered specifically for black vinyl. What the fuck does that mean?
This on black.
Racist. Although you can order the records now, they will only be dispatched one by one each month, beginning with their debut Tremulant.
That's an EP.
Yeah, an EP on June 11th. And ending all the way in January of 2022 with Landscape Tantrums. So it lasts like pretty much a full year, or a half a year. That's kind of a cool way to do this. $60 for one of them? Shane, are you serious?
What?
Is it really $60 for
me?
one of them?
That can't be right.
No way.
That can't be right. Come on, ain't nobody with that.
Hats off to Roy Harper. What does Carl think? I mean, we could find out. Wow, are they really $60 though? Shane, that would be disheartening. Because I'll never fuck with that.
No,
ever.
No, that's sad. I really want Francis the Mute.
Me too. I want a nice like $25 Francis the
I
Mute.
ain't paying $60.
And actually, $60 will make me say "fuck your fucking band" forever, and I'll never buy anything else you release, ever, if that's truly the case. Because
maybe that's in Mexican dollars.
Pesos, they call them, Steve.
No, they Dolores. They have dollars.
Dolores. What about? Yeah, I don't know. But that's a surefire, quick way for me to be like, nope, never.
What?
Ever.
Let's hope that's not going to be the
You
case.
can't trust Shane. He's a mod, Kron. Come on, man.
No banning. Don't ban.
He's going to ban him. Let's see. What's the next one I wanted to do? Another thing from the Discord. I don't even know if I Consuelo.
I want to see my wound.
Oh, you gonna pull your wound out? Is that TOS? We gonna get in trouble for a wound violation? I don't know if I downloaded anything for this or not, but Vance did post that the original Misfits with Glenn Danzig on vocals is planning to continue on through 2021 and 2022. The band is already set to replace My Chemical Romance, thank fucking God, at Aftershock 2021. Gonna play Riot Fest 2022. They'll play the entire 82 debut album Walk Among Us in full with Glenn Danzig, etc. This festival, by the way, also features Nine Inch Nails, Faith No More, and Mr. Bungle, and a shit ton of other bands that are like, wait, all this is on one show? Holy Lord. That's going to be bonkers. Shane's got, let's see, Francis the Mute. Let's see it, Shane.
3 LPs.
What in the fucking balls?
Was it 6 songs on 3 LPs? What in the
3
balls?
LPs. What are we talking about here? $65.
They got to release just a regular issue of this. Don't you think they would do that for money's sake?
If they don't release a single LP version,
that's like the
this,
deluxe reissues of Zeppelin. Like those are in the $50-$60 range.
Not even that
I understand
much.
because you get the companion LPs. But I don't want a companion.
Let's see what it says.
For this, I don't want a companion LP.
A considerably more complex and ambitious album. Okay. There's 5 songs.
That's what I'm saying.
On 3 LPs?
How do you put 5 songs on 3 LPs?
There's no information
Are they
other than that.
45 RPM?
Exclusive, it's limited, yada yada. I swear to Christ, I'll never listen to that band again as long as I live. That is actually what they're reissuing for that price. I'm a man of my word. I'll burn my CDs. I'll go sell them. Vance says, fuck them for the 48 cents alone. Exactly. I won't tell you where my grandpa said those cents like this, where everything's $19.95.
Yeah.
It's like, you know who did that, don't you? I won't tell you. Anyway, well, Christ, man, that kind of dampens my flavor, man. I was hyped about that shit. You know what I mean?
Man. Downer.
That's a downer. That's a Debbie D. Let me find this next shit. I'm doing this all lickety split here right now.
I'll go get some liquor while you do that.
You getting some liquor, Steve? Let's go! Hey, we got any Fu Manchu fans in the chat? Let me see some hype, baby. Whoop whoop. You know we love some Fu Manchu here on the show, and this one really caught my attention. This came out today, I believe. It's a limited edition neon purple colored vinyl, pressed in the gatefold jacket. This is a third release in Fu Manchu's 30th anniversary vinyl reissue series, Return to Earth 91 through 93 Deluxe Edition. It's the first ever update to this legendary compilation of the band's earliest singles, which is pretty damn cool. These songs are not only the ones recorded with the band's original lineup, Scott Votal, as well as the only ones recorded as a three-piece with the original core lineup of Scott Hill, Mark Abshire, and Ruben Romano. Features 9 songs from the original release, including the first version of the fan favorite, Ojo Rojo, plus two newly discovered tracks that have never been heard before. So you get,
I think that's Red Eye is Ojo Rojo.
Red Eye. Why'd I go to Billy Corgan? Oh, Dead Eye off of Melancholy
Infinite Sadness.
Yeah, we listened to that on CD last weekend.
Okay.
Good album, like it. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a kick-ass thing to. Oof. Be stoked to pick that up because that's nothing that's gonna pop into your local chemist, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
100%. Let me see what else. Let's see what's next here. There was a pretty low-key list of stuff that came out this week, but something that I don't know why I've just never really picked any of this shit up. But I know a lot of folks. You got to get off your phone, Steve.
Hey.
Got him. Lee Scratch Perry. I love Lee Scratch Perry. I've streamed a lot of it, and for some reason I never pick up the damn records.
I don't think I've ever heard it.
It's dub. It's the dub side of reggae. But this is Cloak and Dagger, 1973 album by Lee. I've never seen him referred to as Lee Scratch the Upsetter Perry. But whatever. I mean, I'm a casual fan. This Perry entered a period of heavy dub output, recorded Cloak and Dagger. Early dub outing is a testament to Perry's lo-fi mastery. He utilized his 4-track Soundcraft board, tape delays, phasers, reverbs, and any other ambient sounds he could. So for the dub sound, it's reggae, but it's that processed, processed sound of reggae.
A lot of reverb, a little echo.
Available on black vinyl, and it's interesting. They maybe somebody can hit me to this. The release is packaged in a much sought after Rhino UK sleeve. What's the deal with Rhino UK sleeves? Why is that so sought after? I don't necessarily understand that, but I do love Lee Scratch Perry. And I actually streamed a few tracks of that today because I didn't know that release. And I'm pretty ignorant to a lot of the stuff. But I did stream that, and it's just a good time. And honestly,
you want?
I don't care. I'll take whatever. Honestly, I like dub in a lot of situations. I like it better than I do reggae. Honestly.
How about half and half?
No, don't do that.
Negative for me too, Steve.
Yeah, if you guys.
Got the lid?
Speaking of which, thank you, Kron, for we as of last week we did receive a new emote slot. So what I did was took our tier 3 JFC emote and moved it to tier 1. So now everyone that's a tier 1 sub over on Twitch has access to the JFC emote. If you're hey, Jay's drinking to it now. If you're a sub, let's spam some JFC emotes right now to show Jay support for his
Show Jason love.
for
Show
his.
Well, they can
Jason
also
love.
check out my stream.
No, you can't.
He's advertising.
No self promotion. That's a Twitch faux pas. No self promotion.
What?
But yeah. The fuck was that?
Don't you throw up on my daughter's chair?
No. It's all vodka.
What did you just say?
God,
I'm more worried about this electron.
this show is going south.
We have to call Tim.
I'll drink to what I just saw.
Yep. All right.
I hope it doesn't happen to me.
Cheers, folks.
It was just vodka.
Yeah, I said that too in the back of a van, and then I had enchiladas I spewed all over everybody's
No, I don't
equipment.
eat food in my stomach. I don't eat food in my stomach. He got all
That's
my
a true
hand.
story.
No, seriously, he got all in my hand,
True story.
which I should probably watch.
Here's the true story. We played that club that you actually played. What was it called? Hartley's House of Rock. Right up here, right up the road.
Yeah.
But before we played, we went to my favorite Mexican restaurant, which is right across the street, called La Hacienda. So we went over there, and I did me 3 cheese enchiladas and a bunch of chips and shit. And there's an ABC store literally right next to us, right? Perfect. And I used to sing the praise. I used to be a big rum guy. Maybe this is one of the reasons I'm not really a rum guy anymore. I was a big rum guy, and I was like, man, fuck Captain Morgan's, dude. If you ever see this shit called Admiral Nelson, not only is it half as cheap as Captain Morgan's, but he supersedes him in rank. So what the fuck are we even talking about here? And so I went over and bought some Admiral Nelsons, and it's a very good, chilled, nice, cold liquor. This is room temperature because I just bought it at the store.
Yeah.
We're sitting in the band van. We go pull into the parking lot. We pull over into the parking lot, right next door. But I just dogged all those cheese enchiladas and chips and salsa and stuff. So me and the other guitar player, James, who was on the 400th episode with us, me and James are taking shots in the van by ourselves. Boom. But it kind of goes down like the wrong way. I'm not grossed out. I'm not like, oh my God. It just kind of horks down the wrong way. And I kind of cough. But I kind of like, I don't know. It just coughs like a weird way where I kind of choke, choke cough.
Yeah.
And James is like, man, you all right, dude? I'm like, yeah, dude, I just poured it down the wrong way. Fuck, man, whatever. And then James is like, what's that smell? I'm like, I don't know. I smell it too. And then cuts the van light on, and there's chunks of enchilada all over the van. And it wasn't like I threw up. It was just like a cough. Somehow there was enchilada pieces all over everything. And it was brutal. It was brutal. Anyway, that's one of the last rum experiences or whatever. Anyway. Okay, we got any Monster Magnet fans in the piece right now? Let's see if I can find this shit. I think I called it MM. Boom, that's my name. Because I thought this was like a reissue. And this is actually, look at this cover, man.
Killer
what
cover.
a beautiful cover.
Wow.
Beautifully psychedelic cover.
A Better Dystopia? What is that called?
Yeah, Better Dystopia. This is a whole bunch of covers. It's them doing, it's via Napalm Records, by the way, and it did come out today. It's a bunch of curated collection of 60s and 70s proto-metal stuff that they've covered. And I think Hawkwind is on here, but the one standout track that they really mention is Pooh Bah's Mr. Destroyer. And I know Pooh Bah via Mr. Bizarro. Mr. Bizarro has played Pooh Bah on the live show. I'm going to throw something in this fucking kitchen. I swear to God.
Can I tell the story on air? This is about throw up and food.
A throw up story? Yeah.
Plant farm.
Yeah, tell us a throw up story.
You'll get a kick out of this.
I like stories that I can hear 100%.
You'll get a kick out of this one.
All right.
All right. So, you guys said I threw up over here earlier.
You threw up?
No, you said I did with its vodka shot. Y'all acted like I threw
Oh, no.
up. But anyway, so back when I was like 20, 21, something like that, our friend Chuck and I worked at this furniture place second shift. It was a great job. It was like a summer job.
Yeah.
And we're like
At the Red House.
home from college or whatever. And so we worked second shift from like 4 to midnight. We'd go to his pool beforehand and hang out during the day. And so there was a guy that we worked with that was a fireman. He worked there part-time with us on second shift.
Okay.
His name was Mike Skeen, by the way.
Oh, that's a Skeen. It's a Skeen story. I don't know about this.
So anyway, I'll make this quick. So he had a friend at the fire department that opened up a restaurant or an Italian market called Giacomo's. They got like 3 or 4 of them in Greensboro
remember
now.
Giacomo's, yeah.
It's still around, and it's an authentic Italian market. You in there. So we went in there and visited him one day, and thought this would be fun. We can maybe get some samples and that kind of thing. He was nice to us, and he was showing us around, and he was like, "Here, why don't y'all try this eggplant parmesan? It's to die for." And it's not like a fresh baked. No. It's not like a fresh baked out of the oven. It's like in one of those like Baskin Robbins coolers where you can see it, cold.
Eggplant parmesan?
Yeah, you get it and you take it home and you cook it.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. It's a market, not a restaurant, and so big difference. So he's like, "Give us these spoons," and so I put it in my mouth.
Get inside a shoe, Jay.
Sorry. So I put it in my mouth, and like it was the grossest thing I've ever tasted in my life. And so we were there like another 20 or 30 minutes, and I couldn't swallow it. So I kept it in my mouth the whole time while we were there.
Wait.
Hold on. So finally, me and my friend Chuck and the firefighter that we were with walked out the door, and I threw up as soon as I stepped out the door. I just went like that and threw up right in the trash can.
Like a full-on puke.
It was so nasty. And because I wanted to be polite, so I didn't do it.
So you didn't speak to anybody like the last time you were there?
Well, I tried, but I
That's,
mumble anyway. So
Yeah, you do mumble.
yeah. So thanks. That's my story.
It's funny because you mentioned like dipping or whatever. When I was a little kid, my mom would make like beef tips, like small little pieces of steak kind of thing. And all my cool cousins were dippers, Copenhagen or whatnot. And I thought it was super cool to dip, as I just put a snooze in. But I thought it was super cool to dip, and so I would from supper, I would take a piece of like beef tip, about that big, and I'd put it in my lip. I kept it in there for like 45 minutes. Let me tell you what happens to a beef tip after 45 minutes in your lip. It gets really fucking gross. Real gross. It turns gray, and it's a whole different vibe. The fuck do we end up here? This is, in the words of Abraham Lincoln, what the fuck is all this shit? Now here I am, sitting up here by myself. Steve! Oh, he's going to the bathroom. Well, folks, hold up. Hold up. Steve's going to the bathroom, everybody.
Don't be rude.
There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was the
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Old man humor.
Yeah. That was some older gentleman humor right there. Oh, man. Everybody's just too damn much. Oh, y'all's too much. Everybody take a shot. Fuck. Oh my God. That's good stuff. Yeah, that was terrible.
Guess what?
Front door's open? Yeah, I'm sure.
Not it.
Oh, hey, I got some breaking news.
Breaking news?
Yeah, today is Marlo Thomas's 41st wedding.
Today is Marlo Thomas's 41st wedding anniversary.
Who would have thought?
Why do I unlock my doors even?
Who would have thought? You know?
Remind me to tell you about the hot dog chunk puke story. I want that recorded and we'll play it up live on the show. Porcelain pounder. I'm a big American Standard fan myself. That's what I say. That's what I call it. When you got to really piss, I got the old porcelain pounder. Yeah. Where I always thought like my urine is so strong, it's gonna like peel the name of the toilet off of the back of it. And I'm like, oh, that's taking that American Standard name right off of this bitch. 100%. Guaranteed.
Has that ever happened?
Maybe. I mean, when I double P? Yeah. Yeah, that's good stuff. Anyway, the next thing on my list, hey, check this out. We talked about this before. What? He's in there somewhere. MBV. Boom. I'm doing all this live, and we're doing it live. My Bloody Valentine. Big fans of My Bloody Valentine here on the show.
What?
No.
No?
Not the band you're thinking of.
My Bloody Valentine. That's modern metal.
No, it's not modern metal. You guys do this every time. It's not. They're from the 90s.
I know.
That's modern metal.
No.
They have that modern sound though.
At the time, not liking it. I don't know now. If I gave it another shot, maybe.
They have a very modern.
No, you're thinking of.
They have a
You're
very
thinking of
modern.
Bullet for My Valentine.
You might.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Both
That's
of
the
you are thinking of
Fugazi.
Bullet
That's the
for My.
Fugazi band. My Bloody Valentine, right?
This is Kevin Shields, originators of some of the fucking
Shoegaze. I said Fugazi.
Shoegaze, yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Fugazi. Where am I getting that from?
You guys are really derailing me. I'm getting pissed off about it. I'm getting real pissed
Why
off.
don't you interject as soon as I said something?
I tried.
No, you say this is the shoegaze band from the late 80s, early 90s.
But I've got Loveless.
The
Which
bootleg.
is the bootleg of. I've got the bootleg of Loveless, but this is the second one. Actually, it's not released today. The pre-order from Domino Records came out today, and you can go jump on that shit today. The pre-order became available today for this. So I don't remember Scotty Stricknon if he's in there. I haven't seen Scotty tonight, but I think Domino may be the one he said you can order from the UK, or it's either you can or the one you can't, where they won't let US orders go through, which is bullshit.
Interesting.
But it's the follow-up from 2013, which is, I mean, the original was like 91 for Loveless. So long-awaited follow-up, and then also just as rare to find on vinyl as the original. So yeah.
Cool.
Anyway,
cool.
And kind of my weirdo shoot from the hip pick for this week, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
What are you turning?
I didn't throw up on that chair, though.
No, I knew.
For
It was
fans,
all vodka. It
for
was
fans
all
of
vodka.
Stoner Doom stuff, Hippie Death Cult, brand new record came out today. Circle of Days.
Is that another modern metal band?
It is.
Yeah.
Came out today. Heavy Psych, Portland-based quartet Hippie Death Cult present their sophomore album Circle of Days, an album that serves a musical bridge to their critically acclaimed 111, while being a fresh exploration of sound and vision. This is a kick-ass Stoner Doom record. If you're of the vein that likes that kind of stuff, man, dude, check this out. I streamed some of this today. I posted it in our Discord.
Yeah.
Grimy ass good, not screamy, hollery stuff, psychedelic kind of vibes.
Hollery stuff, right?
No, but man, it's really, really good. Hippie Death Cult. I've hyped this band before, several years ago, actually, when that first one came out. It's something that popped up in some of my like stoner doom groups and stuff on like Facebook.
Yeah.
It's a band you're gonna really want to check out. Hippie Death Cult, man. Super, super cool. I try to pick one every week that I think, maybe some folks don't know who the hell it is. Give it a quick Google. Give it a little band camp, you know what I'm saying? Good stuff, man. Who's still with us? Let's go! I gotta piss so bad. God damn it.
Sorry, man.
I know, dude. It's a problem I got.
Yeah.
But let's get into a little bit of what we played this evening.
Sure.
Played some kick-ass stuff tonight.
Played a plethora of goods tonight.
Plethora of goods. I like it. I like it. I like that vibe. I like where we're going with this, Jay. Right off the bat, kind of came in lickety-split. Now, I'm on the pee. I'm on the pee.
Just hold it. What the fuck?
Steve can get up here and tell us a story.
I'm already storied out. I'm storied out.
I don't have any stories. I told my story already, so.
You guys got to have stories. Every week I want a cachet of stories.
I have stories, and you have me telling them.
I can tell stories for fucking days. What are you guys doing?
Hey, I can bring you that big water can.
Maybe there are
I'll fill
parts
it
of my
up.
childhood I don't want to talk about.
Well, let's get dark, Jay. Tell me about it.
This was some VCLT from our good buddy Scotty Stricknon. Speaking of Scotty, come on and tell a story. Yes, you dude. Hell yeah. The Crusaders. Woo. I thought it was. It's a great album. I thought it was a lot slow jammier than it originally it was.
It's funky.
It's really funky. I mean, obviously, but man, now it kind of feels like diarrhea. But this is the Crusaders, those Southern Nights. Kick ass. Look at this cover.
Southern Nights with a K, by the way.
Yep. You nailed it, Jay.
Let's do a shot. You want to do a shot?
Hey, I got to piss.
All right,
Sit that
Steve. Here comes Steve to tell us a story.
I'm not telling you.
Somebody sit in the seat. Sit in the seat, Jay. Somebody sit in the seat.
Nope. Steve will tell us the story.
No, I want somebody to sit in the seat.
Tingle sit.
Sit in the seat.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm in pain. Somebody has to help me. I'm in pain.
refuse.
Absolute pain.
We refuse.
It's good stuff. I'm in pain. Aaron Griffin redeemed 1,000 banana points. Jay played one of the sides a couple of weeks ago, this Peace of Mind reissue, but he said, you got any Maiden? I was like, actually, I don't, but luckily for you, Jay has left his Iron Maiden over here, and I said, I'll play the other side tonight. Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind. It's got the Trooper on it, which is my favorite.
Trooper last week.
The Trooper is my favorite Iron Maiden song. 100%. It's good stuff. Redeemed 1,000 banana bucks to do that. Over on Twitch, you can do that, folks. You can redeem 1,000 banana bucks and play the next LP. I'm really in pain. Nobody cares I'm in pain. Speaking of redeeming points, our good buddy Michael Cron redeemed 1,000 banana bucks and picked an LP that he actually sent us, and I'm so glad he did because it's an LP that I loved when he sent it to us, but I was not familiar with the band, and I filed it away in this huge stack over here, and then I'm like, yeah, I remember that one band. It's got the eyeball on it he sent us, but what's that other band? And I could never remember it. I could never find it, and when I try to play it on the show, I could never figure it out. And he said, revocations, great is our sin. Boom. And that's what I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad you used your points to do this because I can never remember what this is. And he could probably tell us a little bit more about what this is, but it's like, kick-ass stuff. Very technical metal. Kind of deathy, hollery, screamy. What's the label on this? Can't see. I don't have my glasses on. I can't read it. I don't have my glasses on. But kick-ass record, man. I'm so glad. And it totally got lost in the stack. Told you guys that I watched that kick-ass Wu-Tang Clan documentary of this past week. And yeah, I know I've played Liquid Swords by the Jizza recently. And I was like, I don't own the first one. I really need to pick up the first. But I do have this white label promo. It's a clean version for whatever reason. I picked it up cheap at like a antique mall thrifting spot. Ghostface Killer, Bulletproof Wallets, full album, like double LP, full album, white label promo. But it is the clean version, which is kind of crazy for a Wu-Tang album. But absolutely dope-ass tracks, man. And definitely been in that Wu-Tang vibe after watching that documentary. And, man, kick-ass stuff. Tell us a story, Steve. I gotta piss. It's killing me.
You haven't gotten to where I showed up.
No.
I'm just going to skip ahead to where I showed up.
No. Just tell us something.
Oh, so we'll talk about these records here. All right, what we got next? Oh, that's funny. Apparently, they next played Led Zeppelin 3. Hello. Is that the one? No, that's not it. I was going to show you the cover. One of my favorite Zeppelin covers, of course. It's got the cool wheel, which apparently, the wheel's there. It's just off track. So you turn the little wheel and the picture changes. Such a cool cover. Great album. It's one of my favorites. It's so many more acoustic songs on here than any other album of theirs. Of course, it has the Immigrant Song as well, which blows doors down. But great, tremendous record. Next up was, I believe this was Dig of the Week last week. Devo, Are We Not Men? We Are Devo. J.R. Bob on the cover there, the Church of the Subgenius, if you're not familiar with Church of the Subgenius. Same on the back, same on the front. Great record. From 1978 on Warner Brothers. Hey, Jay.
What's up, son?
Next up, we have a couple metal albums. I believe I showed up somewhere in the middle of this. Motley Crue's Shout at the Devil.
Oh, let me talk about it. I gotta tell you.
And I believe Mr. Pisser is back and wants to talk about it.
I want to talk about it. I want to talk about everything.
I covered Devo and Zeppelin, by the way.
Well, I'll take. Okay.
That was perfect.
Did you just say that was a perfect kiss?
No.
So the deal was the Zeppelin 3 was our good buddy Limerin redeemed 1,000 banana bucks and wanted to play some Zeppelin, and she requested side 2 of Zeppelin 3, which has what's it? Tangerine?
Hangman.
Does it have Tangerine on it?
Wait a little while.
Yeah.
Tangerine. I think that's what she mentioned. That side.
That's our sound man's wife's favorite song. She always asks for Tangerine.
And Devo, it was a dig of the week from last week. Now, the reason I pulled up a little cats have gotten to some other records over here.
I'm glad my cat doesn't do that.
But anyway, I pulled out some Motley Crue. A little Shout at the Devil. And I pulled this out for our main man, Max. Romy D's son. He's had a little tough week this week, and I know Motley Crue's his favorite band, and he's a kick-ass kid, and we really appreciate Max. So I played something for Max, some Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil. Get off your phone, Max. And so that's for you, Buddy Rowe. I know it's been a tough week, but you know what? We all get through it together, baby. Who is officially part of the Grown Man Record Night family, 100%. Pulled a little, and we had to do a little juxtaposition of, things. After the Motley Crue, Jay pulled out a little Striper, In God We Trust. It's a good record, man. I like this record.
Ugh.
It's a very good. I don't own this one, but I do love Striper. Alexa, shut up. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop.
Oh my god, set up the other one.
But yeah, coming right off of that Motley Crue.
I know. It's a little
Jesus and the
a
Devil.
Yin yang.
A lot of yin and yang. It's the yin and yang. Long distance dedication. This one goes out to Max in rural Canada from Mikey Bananas at Grown Man Record Night. Here's a War album I don't own, and this is the second one. So after the Eric Burden Declares War, the next one, which is not. You said he has something to do with the production, but not actually on the record.
I didn't do my research on it, but I looked it up before. It had some. I think he was
special thanks to Eric Burden.
He was involved, and then
what's up, Luke?
Wasn't involved. So the pictures, there's no picture. There's a really cool gatefold I want to show.
Let's get into it. Whoa.
Also available on 8-track cartridge and cassette.
Did you have a skin graft, Steve?
No. Yeah? Here, maybe it's bruised. Bruised? I think it's bruised.
Bruised.
Oh.
Like a big skin graft.
I understand. Oh, that's a bandage. Dumbass.
Way to go, Jay. This is actually the third album.
Third album.
Black Man's Burden come out before that War album.
Yes, you're right.
Okay. I don't think I have either one of those.
It's been a while since I looked it up.
I don't have either one of those. What do I go to after Eric Burden Declares War? What's the next one on my list that I own? I don't know.
Galaxy?
I've got Galaxy. Is that the next one? 75. That's 74, 75. Dig of the Week from last week. A Candidate with a 3D cover. Comes with the 3D glasses. A Candidate. This is one of the dopest albums I've heard this year. Domcraft. Seeds.
Cool. That cover with those 3D glasses, that's really everything about that album. Even the label on the album, the record itself is 3D.
Yeah, everything's 3D. And it superseded only by the sound of the music. Holy Lord. What a thunderous Stoner Doom record. I do have All Day Music and The World is a Ghetto. Deliver the Word. I've got that one. It's just those ones that I don't have past Eric Burden Declares War. But yeah. But dude, if you're into Stoner Doom stuff, that Domecraft record, holy Lord, that's the one from this year so far. That's really the one, man. 100%. And then finishing us off for what we played tonight, Eddie Harris, Plug Me In. It's one I don't own. Steve put this on. It's on Atlantic. I would say this is
68.
68 that early?
Yeah.
What?
Eddie Harris and his electric saxophone. Now he had just been. I started messing with the.
Getting ready to do marbles in a second, Luke.
What's it called? It's called the Veritone.
Veritone.
The Veritone, which is a effects processor made by Selmer, who made saxophones and clarinets. They made this for the saxophones and clarinets, and he was one of the first to start using it to get sounds like it gives you octaves and some EQ, and not a lot of crazy sound effects and stuff like that, but it's more than had ever been done before. That's that cool green and blue Atlantic label.
Oh, I do like that label. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Well, that's cool. That's the shit we played this evening. Woo! Getting into that Friday feeling, baby. It's the pivot point for the weekend. Friday night. It's where everything changes.
PP.
Goes from work week to weekend is us. That point where it changes is us, motherfucker. It's us. Friday night here on the program, that's where everything changes. That's where it goes from straight business to straight party. And we don't take that shit lightly here.
Hard line.
It's a hard line. Woo! All right, let's. You guys want to do a little marbles? You want to do a little marbles? Yeah, sure. A little marbles? Huh?
Did Jay win? No, Jay didn't win last time. Who won last time?
Who won last week?
It's a good race.
We had a good week. Good.
No.
Come on, Steve. All right, so what we'll do here is over on marbles, we're going to hit the race.
What's that about the cramps?
Don't worry about that.
I was going to tell you, maybe the next person I interview, for Out and About, Grown Men Record Night Out and About segment, the guy Jim that introduced us to Artemis.
Right.
He's run sound all around the United States for bands, and he used to run sound for the Cramps out in L.A.
Come on, dude.
No, I'm serious.
So he has an in with the Cramps?
So he'd be a great guy to sit and talk to, but you have to prompt him because he probably wouldn't be able to remember anything until you told him, oh, remember when you ran sound for the Cramps? And then he'd say, oh, yeah,
Dude. More about that coming up. So, exclamation point, vote in a track that trips your fancy. Exclamation point, vote, and then the number of the track. And we'll see what this tallies up, folks. And we'll see what track we're running.
I'm not even on Twitch. I'm not even on my phone.
Let's get into it, everybody. Log in, get a grip, and let's go.
Ask, what's in Elton's John?
What's in Elton's John? Gomer's Pile?
Freddie's Mercury?
How about Olivia Newton's John? Captain's Log. Okay.
That's not theologian.
Those are all good guesses.
Artemis's Pile.
Artemis's Pile.
Oh, that's great.
The Captain's T. Neal.
The Captain's to Neil. All right, folks. Fuck, man. What are we doing here? I went to college, goddammit.
What was it again? What's in Elton's John?
Yeah. I mean, the original, I remember, what's in...
Jim's Neighbor.
No. What's in Olivia Newton's John?
Yeah.
Gomer's Pile.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see who wins for. I see a two-piece, a couple of two-pieces. Whoa. Several two-pieces. Shattered Dreams, Rusty Remnant, Hop, Skip, and a Jump. Wow, everybody's bundled up here.
Let's play something new.
2, 2, and 2.
Let's play something new.
You choose, Steve. Which one
I
you
don't.
want?
What are the votes?
Shattered Dreams,
Shattered Dreams,
Rusty Remnant, and Hop, Skip, and a Jump.
Let's do Hop, Skip, and a Jump.
Steve says Hop, Skip, and a Jump. And that's what it is, folks. Let me tell you what. That's what it is.
Carl said Dix Van Dyke.
Oh, look at this.
Elton's John, Dix Van Dyke.
Look at this here now.
We'll take this moment to say we do have a gig tomorrow in King. You're welcome to come out at the Biker Bar in King.
It's not a private club, you're telling me?
No, it's outside.
Okay, fair enough.
And I think the week after that, we're going to be back where we were before in Winston-Salem, or actually right outside of Winston at the county line there in Lexington, or what's Davidson County?
Exclamation point play.
Old Nick's in Arcadia.
Exclamation point play, please, in the chat, and we'll enter you into the game to win a whole bunch of fucking nothing. Get in here, folks. Let's go.
It'll be 2 weeks. We're not playing over.
Get a good one.
Memorial Day weekend.
Big game. We got a big game.
Georgia. I'm going to Georgia next week.
Ooh, we got a big game coming up.
I'm going to Colorado.
Yeah, Jay's going to Colorado.
We'll see my mom for the first time in over a year.
Okay. She been in prison?
Yeah.
All right, folks, get in here. Woo!
I'm going to pick her up in my pickup truck.
Yeah. Hey, Mama.
I was drunk. The night my mom got out of prison.
17.
I went to pick her up in my pickup truck.
17 sons of bitches. I'll be voting for Dustin Rhodes' finisher next week once again. Whoa. 17 sons of bitches in here to play this track.
I'll see y'all in Atlanta.
I will tell you folks, the captain, that's the cameraman, Captain Carbon Dovendor, has the track record for us at 140, 457. 140, 457. So, let's see if anybody can beat the captain tonight, live here on Grown Man Record Night. We're going to get into it right now. Boom. We're starting the race right now. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody, good luck to you. I mean, I hope you just... Oh, we got 18. Let's go.
You got a 1 in 18 chance.
1 in 18 chance of winning. That's good odds, Jay. Everybody's... Oh, whoa. Look at this. Look at this.
Well, I'll hang around as long as you will let me.
Boom!
We're standing in the rain. Oh, I'm not. I forgot to hit play. Damn it! I am not in the game.
Steve.
I was like, which? I was like, where's my ball?
Where's your ball? Whoa.
Go!
Abacus taking an early lead. Whoa, boom, making major moves here.
Stay on the board. Stay on the board.
Look
Looks
at
like,
Abacus.
Looks like somebody's gonna be off the board.
Look at this. Look at everybody.
Off the board.
Oh, not yet.
Nope.
Look at this.
Looks like there's a force field keeping you on the. Yeah, there's a little bubble. You don't get thrown off.
Oh, there is a bubble.
The trick is to get out of there. I think somebody got out of there.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, Big Bad Luke. I'm confused about...
there's a race going on. There's a race going on. Oh, somebody went off the board.
It's a quick race, folks. It's very short.
Short track. This is what's that place up in Virginia?
Bristol, baby. It's the Bristol of marbles.
Rubbing of right.
Nate Bouchard up in here making moves. But look at Nebulous Prowler. Oh, the big gifter. The big gifter. Oh, look at this track. This track's pretty interesting. Look at this now. Michael Cron's back here, stalling up.
Can you design a course? Oh, it's Big Bad Luke. It's got you.
Big Bad Luke, who just recently asked about marbles. No fucking wonder you asked if we played.
144.57.
No wonder you just asked if we played marbles, because look at here now, coming in here strong.
Way to go, Big Bad Luke.
Third. That's gonna help my season.
Yeah, are there points in the season?
Maybe.
No.
I should have set that up already. Whoa, Big Bad Luke. Quick race.
We should pull from Steve Sack for Big Bad Luke.
You want to pull from the sack?
Yeah.
Luke?
We ain't necessarily got to send it to him, but it's been a while since we've done that.
Some of it's been empty.
Oh, I meant to bring something to add to the sack. I'm gonna bring something.
What happened to the sack?
What happened to the sack? Is it empty? The sack is empty? Where's all the shit in the sack?
Well, you're an older gentleman. That's probably more appropriate.
What happened to my sack? Oh, it's all down here on the floor.
Some stuff is...
Somebody upturned my sack.
Hold up.
But I will say, take the watch out. I will say, for the sack, I think I've mentioned this. I came back from the hospital, and it was like 8 hours later, and I was like stretching. I was feeling this tightness on my chest. And come to find out, they put these like sucker things on you that have leads, and then they can plug in and check your vitals really easily for them.
Leeches. They call them leeches.
They're like, yeah, they are leeches. And one was still on right on my tit.
Okay.
And so I ripped it off, and I've got it, and I'm going to put it in Steve's sack.
Okay. So there's Steve's sack. Reach in here. Let's get something for Luke.
Not familiar with that. Is that supposed to be in there?
It's probably something I bought at Goodwill, but anyway. Luke, you get the Crystal Method, Legion of Boom, on CD.
That's supposed to be in the sack.
You bought it on Goodwill?
I don't think it was supposed to be. Apparently the fiance actually bought that at Goodwill.
Well,
we have a sack. We have a sack issue.
We have a sack issue. That's okay.
Just putting stuff in there. Just random.
Luke, DM us your information. We'll make sure you get something in the mail.
Is there something else you can pull? Sure.
Yeah, my hamstring.
Here, let me pull something from this.
You pulling a supplemental?
This is still not a full sack.
Oh, yeah.
Or, mind you, Kalu's. Caillou?
Yeah, it's Caillou.
Oh, Mr. Cultured motherfucker. I want to grow up.
On VHS.
Actually, I think Aaron won this on VHS and then sent it back to us in the mail. I think that Aaron can.
That's funny because I remember somebody winning a Caillou VHS.
Aaron sent it back to us.
He refused delivery.
Return to sender.
Yeah. In one of his packages included that back. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway.
Well, I hope he showed it to his
We're
kids.
going to set up a UPS corporate account.
I want to grow up.
I want to grow up too, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. Caillou. Oh, we don't pronounce L's. Oh, I'm from a culture that we don't pronounce L's. Fuck off.
Who won? Oh, Big Bad Luke.
Yeah. Anyway. PBS kid, you fucks. Yeah, dude. Let's get into a little DOT dub for this evening. Steve, what you got for a dig of the week now?
Oh, I just got a couple of little things.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
A couple weeks ago, went into Underdog and picked up
My stuff comes from Underdog tonight as well.
a nice used reissue of Transformer.
Oh, nice.
Lou Reed's
Oh,
Transformer.
yeah. That's quality business.
Yeah,
Was that
remastered under Lou's
used, or
direct.
did you pick it up
personal super-
brand new?
It was used.
Very cool.
Yeah,
I don't own that Lou Reed. I like that. I like that record.
yeah, that's epic. Epic. The 2017 reissue.
Okay. You know, I'll pull this one out. You know, we talked about it earlier. So when we went to meet Artemis Pyle, right, and we did the interview, and packed up all the gear and all that shit, and then kind of like, fuck, I brought a record, man. I wanted to sign it, but I was like, I don't want to be a chode. Getting somebody to
He
sign.
was already trying to get out of there.
Yeah, and I mean, I know what it's like, but I'll anytime I try to get anybody to sign anything, I always feel like a chode. No matter what it is, it makes me feel like a chode. But I brought this record for him to sign, and I'm like, dude, you may not ever have this chance to do this ever. Go get him to sign it. So I did go up and get him to sign my Street Survivors.
And what did he say when he saw that?
First time, as soon as he locked eyes on that, he looked at it and he goes, "You know this is not the original cover." And I'm like,
Yeah, we know.
yeah, I'm aware of that. However, I thought that would be in poor taste to bring the original cover. I don't own it, but could kind of be in poor taste to bring that and be like, hey.
You know, I was thinking, there's a reason maybe because he's 72 and he's still going strong. Look on the cover of Street Survivors. Look at what he's wearing.
Oh yeah, that's
It's because he's been a vegetarian for a long fucking time.
it's the guy with the vegetarian
He had
shirt.
the best. He had the best hair in the band, hands
Oh, yeah.
down.
He's kind of got a Rob Zombie thing going on. But anyway, so in the he did sign right there over his name or over his picture. I'm
It's a
sorry.
great signature.
Yeah, Artemis Pyle, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, 2006.
Yes, sir. Nice. It's a shame you couldn't get the whole band to sign it.
Well, he did say he after he got done signing this, he said, "You know what? Ronnie wouldn't mind if I signed it for him too." And signed Ronnie Van Zant's signature for Ronnie
By Artemis.
by Artemis.
That is awesome.
God rest his soul.
That is so cool.
He said, literally, and I quote, "Ronnie wouldn't mind if I signed this for him." So, yeah, I've got a signed copy of Street Survivors by Artemis Pyle for not only Artemis, but for Ronnie Van Zant. So,
we better put that one under glass.
yeah, that's what a kick-ass. And just, I mean,
Cats are already eyeballing that one.
cats, I mean, if the cats are smart, they're already eyeballing it to get their claws into that shit. So, anyway, you want to do another one, Steve?
Sure, I'll do the other one. So I was at the Hippo, which is right around the corner from my house. I popped into there, talked to Patrick for a little bit.
Jay, would you grab me
And
one?
I was in a hurry, but I did a quick little... Because I actually was going to that shopping center because there's a comic book shop just a few doors down, and I was trying to get some bags and boards because I'm in the process of selling all my comics so I can buy records over at McKay's.
Favorite comic series of all time?
My favorite comic series? Captain America.
In
Followed by Iron Man.
Era?
Well, there's some good stuff. There's some good series that came out in the 1990s, actually, which is not a great time for comics, I don't think, in the early 2000s. But there's some really good Captain America stuff because it was all revolved around 9/11 and stuff. There's some, and that whole Civil War thing came out of that whole era. Anyway,
I like late 70s, early 80s Flash, Green Lantern.
I noticed this album called The Impossibles.
I like war comics. The Impossibles.
A bunch of Asian dudes standing in front of a big jar of hot peppers.
That's a dude? Wait.
They're all dudes.
They're all dudes?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Apparently this band's they're from Thailand, and they were like a rock pop band that was very popular.
What a great cover.
Out of Thailand.
That's one of the best covers ever.
But there's some really good funky songs on this record. They did a couple covers of I think it's Kool and the Gang.
It's Phillips on Phillips.
That came out in '75. This is a reissue. That came out recently.
That's pretty kick-ass, though.
Hot Pepper by The Impossibles.
You say you bought this on credit?
No.
No? Okay. All right, I think I heard you say McKay's.
No, I got it at got Hippo.
Oh, Hippo. Sorry.
Your bladder's still full or something?
It will be. So, I've talked about this problem I've had before. Speaking of bladder, where I go, I've had things on my radar, especially like reissue stuff on my radar. Legit go into a place to buy the reissue, Underdog specifically. Walk in with no intentions to do anything else other than to buy the reissue. Mm-hmm. And this is what I did last week. I wanted to buy this record and one other record. And when I got in, the Domcraft, when I got in there, $112 later.
Ooh,
yeah.
Goodness gracious.
This is one of the.
But he's happy to see you.
This is one of those. It's been sitting in there forever. He's gotten multiple copies. It kind of comes and goes. And I was going to put it back. And I looked at him and I said, it's a hole in my collection and I want it really bad. But it's a reissue. It's not like a super rare or whatever. I said, this is pretty ready. And I've done this before. This is pretty readily available, right? Like, if I don't buy this today, I'm not screwed, right? And he was like, no, I mean, I get those all the time. And so he's like, let me just look. And he pulls it up on the distributor and he's like, oh man, everything from this band is like not
available.
Not in the thing. Not in the. I'll take a quick pause. Wizard says no X-Men in the collection. You got rid of a huge X-Men collection, like the '90s X-Men stuff.
My my wife's cousin, most of these comics came from him. He's a huge comic book collector. And he was living in Raleigh, and he was trying to downsize. And he sold us 10 probably full-length boxes.
Like the long boxes.
Of comics. I would say at least 10. It packed our car coming back from Raleigh. $35.
Oh, my God.
And so it's just all gold. But I'm not a huge X-Men fan. But he's a huge X-Men. So anything with an X in it, X Factor, X-Men, whatever, Excalibur, the British version. There's a Canadian version, X something,
X Boot.
All that X stuff is. There was tons of it, and it's from that period when you get the different covers and you get the stamped
like 90s
covers.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's some great stuff in there.
But you got rid of it.
Did
you get rid of all that?
I think I got rid of most of it. I kept the stuff I really liked the most.
That was that first purge.
There was some limited series of like Cyclops and Phoenix with the birth of Cable,
I like the
Cable
Phoenix,
and all
the
that
Phoenix.
stuff. Phoenix
like
Saga.
Yeah, the Phoenix Saga. I like that. I've got some of that. Anyway, so I go into Underdog, and I've got this stack, and I'm like, fuck, this is a lot of money, man. This is way more than what I'm intending to spend today. But I'm like, this is low key. You can get this all the time, right? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, I'll just double check. Looked it up, and I'm like, wait, all of this band stuff has been erased from the site. And I'm like, given it's the same label as the Minutemen stuff.
You think he just said that?
Well, it's funny because given it's the same label, SST, as the Minutemen stuff, as the double nickels on the dime that just disappeared out of thin air, and now even the reissues from a few years ago are worth $1 bazillion. And now he was like, dude, and he was kind of like, I don't understand what's. I was like, oh, that's. Even in the store, I was like, "Oh, that's a good way to get me to buy this. What are you doing?" And I started yelling in the store, and he was like, "No, man, I can't find it." And I'm like, "All right, bet. Well, you sold me."
He would never do that.
He would never do that.
He's one of the most honest people I've ever met.
That's why I made a point of yelling at the store and being an asshole about it. But finally added this to my collection, and I'm happy to take the hit. Black Flag's My War.
Yeah.
Big hole in the collection. When's the last time you listened to this?
20 years ago, maybe.
Do you remember the B-side of this?
No.
It is a fucking metal record. It's like a Sabbath-esque record, man. I mean, it's...
Yeah, it's only 3 songs, and the other side has 6 songs, so yeah. It probably does some more interesting things.
This is the second record.
Your typical punk.
And a lot of the punk guys, especially like the hardcore skinhead sons of bitches and shit, were like pissed off at this. Because by the time
what does Metal Theologian think of this album?
Because by the time they came out with this, they were they had longer hair, and everybody was kind of, not everybody, but a lot of fans were like, "What the hell is going on here?" A lot of people mentioned, a lot of people theorized that SST is brought on St. Vitus in this process, and that kind of influenced a lot of kind of what the SST bands were doing, or at least kind of put it in their forward in their thought. But also people thought also like Black Flag grew up listening to Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, Uriah Heep, shit like that. So maybe some of that stuff was just starting to bubble to the top, and it became what it is. But a lot of hardcore punk people were like, come on now. What are you doing? Yeah, it's fantastic. What's going on, Zach? Good to see you, brother. But I was familiar with it and had it digitally, and just kind of it got buried. I'm like, I need this on wax, and I started listening to it recently. You get to the last songs, and I'm like, it's a metal record. It's an absolute metal record on the B side. But also the A side is a fantastic punk record, but needed that in my collection to kind of fill that gap.
Yeah.
And it's literally, man, the only record I can say that I've done this much for is the first Black Flag record, Damaged, because I knew that the reissue was always up there. So I'd come up there. I was gonna buy it, and then he had this dope stuff in the used section. I'm like, well, that's a reissue. Fuck that. I'll buy the used stuff. And finally, I'm like, you better stop doing that, because sooner or later you're gonna get got.
You know,
so I bought damaged, and then
can I tell you something?
Yeah.
For the longest time, I didn't get it, and I kept thinking when I would see, I thought it was their fourth album
because of the
four hash marks.
Okay, boomer.
But I couldn't figure out which album I liked because they're all the fourth album.
So I don't know what's their problem. And so one of the other records going up there that I really wanted to get, and it's a band that I didn't have anything in my collection at all, and it's a band that I jam a lot digitally, is the Cramps.
The Cramps.
Speaking of the Cramps.
Oh, okay.
And so I knew Jonathan had a live album called The Smell of Female.
A live album?
Yes.
Did I tell you Jim ran sound?
Yeah,
for the Cramps?
yeah. A live album.
Wouldn't that be weird? Because I've got that album of Pink Floyd playing when he ran sound.
Oh, really? The pink one?
I brought it. It's at the World Club.
Yeah.
It's not very good.
Christopher, hello from Sweden. Hey, what's going on, brother? Thanks for checking us out, man. Holy Lord, dude, what time is it in Sweden?
It's probably 6.
It's played in some
6 hours.
I think we just played Domcraft. That's from Sweden, I'm pretty sure.
That's what you said.
Got a lot of Swedish albums I really dig. Dude, thanks for checking us out, man. Really appreciate that. So I go in there to buy Smell of Female. It's a live album. Brand new reissue. He's got it for $15 all day long. It's always in there.
He had 2 Cramps albums because I was there last week.
Well, no, in the brand new Punk, he's always got that. But I've kind of got that in my stack. I go over to the brand new stuff in, and I run across this. A bootleg from the Cramps called Tales from the Cramps. And I'm like, oh shit. And I don't own any Cramps on vinyl. So I'm super, super hyped for this. So Tales from the Cramps. Let me see what I got. Let me see what I got from this here. What this is, this was originally released, it still is a bootleg, in '79. It's studio outtakes from Memphis in October 77 and studio recordings from Hot House Studios in New York from February of 79. I actually pulled this out and listened to it in the store. And the sound quality is pretty damn good. For a Cramps,
Alex Chilton produced a couple of them.
Yeah, that was their producer, and he was, that's from the studio in Tennessee. I guess the first stuff is Alex Chilton stuff. So very stoked to pick that up. I'm pretty ignorant to the Cramps, but I love them, and I've been wanting to pick up stuff, but I don't see used stuff ever. And Jonathan's only ever had that one live Cramps reissue ever. Not even like a greatest hits or whatever, and you can never find Cramps around here for whatever reason. And I was really happy with that. And I was like, well, shit, I'll get this instead of the reissue. 100%. And then I found this. This is, no matter what, this is going to be one of the coolest records in my collection. It's a tall statement, folks. It's tall. Because in that same stack, right next to that one, is this Cramps boot called Mad Daddies. Live at Napa State Hospital.
Whoa.
It's pronounced Doomcraft. Okay, I'm trying to put more of a German thing on it.
Yeah.
Like Domcraft, but I guess okay. Doomcraft. Cool. So, Mad Daddies. What this is, absolutely bonkers is what it is. So, In 1978, the Cramps played a free show for 300 psychiatric patients at the Napa State Hospital in New York. This, per this article, the greatest live show in rock and roll history.
Wow.
A unique document of a wild performance where the only folks wilder than the band were the audience. And there's a video out here of this. There's some still photos. Actually, I may have some photos here. Where they address the audience as being like, "Yeah, you guys are the only folks here that are crazier than you guys are us," and like it's no stage, and they like literally played in like the courtyard, little area of a mental hospital, and oh my God, it's now I did preview this record in the store, and I will say that it's I think I got another one here. Here's another shot from that show. I will say the sound quality of this is very subpar. It's a pretty subpar sounding record, but how in the hell am I going to leave a Cramps record bootleg up there played in front of an audience at a mental hospital? Yeah, I'm not going to leave this record up there. So I am really stoked to pick this up and add this to my collection at a time where I had no Cramps records in my collection at all. And I picked up 2 at one time, both bootlegs. And this one is an absolute, I mean, I don't give a shit. I'm really happy to add this to the collection. Pretty damn awesome, man.
That's cool.
Yeah. Isn't that neat, man?
Yeah, there's a good article on the back too about the experience, where all that information came from.
Oh, nice. Actually, if you look, I think Vice actually did a nice article several years ago. It's where I picked up some of this information from. Vice did an article back a few years ago that kind of details some of the stuff.
It's like a UPS. It's like a UPS.
No, it's the oven going off. But that's okay.
Okay. All right.
So that Christopher says a Doomcraft is actually the lift you use when you change the tires on your car. For real? That's what that means? For real? That's what that means? I'm really I'm always in awe, Christopher, the amount of, I'm a big stoner doom guy, and the Swedish stoner doom scene is second to none, man. Absolutely bonkers bands come out of there, man. We actually went and saw Monolord a year or two ago. Bonkers stuff. It's just anytime I find like a new like stoner doom band, and I'm like, oh shit, where are they from? Almost every time they're from Sweden. So I don't know what's in the water over there, but God bless you guys. Slift from France? No. Spelljammer, Greenleaf. Yeah. I mean, just the list goes on and on. It's a fantastic scene. So I don't know what it is. Yeah, Lowrider. Lowrider's another one. They're legendary. Been around for a long time. Kick-ass stuff, man. Really, really, really dig that. So let's, that was our dig of the week stuff for this week. We're going to take a, actually, fart, man. I don't have new commercials. We got to run the same commercials from last week.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, no. So what we'll do, we'll take a quick...
Short break.
Short break. We'll take a quick commercial break and come back with... what have we got for So to Speak and Chip Chat, Steve?
A most interesting chip.
Yeah, this chip's going to be
weird.
This chip's going to be something else.
It's like a limited edition that came out recently.
I think we're over 800 chips we reviewed.
Soda,
now.
we're actually doing a some I've had in my fridge for quite a while that I didn't know the right time. I think tonight's the right night to bring it over. So we're going to try 2 variants of this. It's actually a drink made by a very popular company, soda company.
Okay.
We'll get into it.
I should do the. I'll have Artemis Pyle take us to the break.
Okay.
Since we do, you guys stay tuned, man. Don't touch that dial and
Let's
shit.
talk about Gary Maverick Band. Man record night.
Groin?
Grown? Like we're grown man. Grown man.
Grown man.
Record night.
Grown man. Artemis Pyle here, and you're watching Grown Man Record Night. Let me do one more.
Sure, go ahead.
All right, Artemis Pyle here.
Gary Maverick.
I was going to say that. God, you guys don't know when to jump in. And they're cousins. They talk alike, they walk alike. You could lose your mind. Hey, it's Artemis, and you're listening to Grown Man Record Night, and this is...
Gary Maverick. Down home.
And Little Elvis.
For bill consolidation, home improvement, refinancing, or any purpose.
We had too many bills piled up. We need the home equity loan, but we're turning it down everywhere.
Glenn saw the ad on TV and called immediately. Mr. Cash quickly paid off all our debts and gave us one low monthly payment. Mr. Cash is good people.
We applied at a bank for a home improvement loan, but they turned us down, said we didn't have enough equity in our house. That's when we called Mr. Cash. He approved our loan, gave us all the money we needed at a low interest rate.
I'm single and on a fixed income. A situation arose where I need a large sum of money in a hurry with a low, affordable payment. I called Mr. Cash, and Mr. Cash came through for me. Thanks, Mr. Cash.
Considering a home equity loan? Call now, 1-800-444-CASH. That's 1-800-444-2274. Homeowners only. Call 1-800-444-CASH. Call now and ask for Mr. Cash.
I'm Beefsteak Charlie. Beefsteak Chuck's been telling me about restaurant school. Uncle Charlie, everything we learned in school you shouldn't do and couldn't do, you do. I've always believed in giving people a lot for a little. No one beefs about the check at Beefsteak Charlie. And on Mondays through Fridays for just $9.99, get all the barbecued ribs and chicken you can eat. At Beefsteak Charlie's, we won't stop giving until you say, Uncle, 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 Uncle.
Laser tag. It's harder than ever from Worlds of Wonder.
We'll be right back.
My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy. Wherever I go, he goes. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy and me. Kid sister, kid sister, kid sister, kid sister. Wherever I go, you're gonna go. Kid sister, kid sister, kid sister, kid sister, kid sister and me.
My Buddy and Kid Sister. Each sold separately from Play School.
Boom! We're back here live on Grown Man Record Night. We appreciate you guys sticking with us late into the evening here on the East Coast of the USA.
Whee!
Big ass time tonight, man. We had a lot of fun playing records, talking records, getting all stupid and whatnot. The pivot point for your weekend. Holy Lord. But as we continue the program this evening, it's the time of the program where we get into our So to Speak and Chip Chat. And Steve's brought some fantastic stuff for these couple of segments tonight.
Gotta hope so.
Or we're hoping so, at least. Skate or die. Don't let them bees catch you, Abacus. We've reached the point of the show where I start playing the 720 degrees 720 arcade game. Oh, yeah. I love 720. Skate or die. And the bees start chasing you? Oh, come on. So what do we have for the
For So to Speak?
So to Speak. We got a graphic?
We do have a graphic.
Jerry.
Let's start with the graphic. Run the franchise open.
Jerry. So to Speak. It's the same art. It's the same order every week.
I swear that's Charles Manson in the corner. Show that again.
What, over here?
Look over in the right corner.
Oh, I see that. You know, I do have
before the haircut.
You know, I do have in the
or Jesus.
You remember this graphic?
Yeah.
This is an early Grown Man Record Night graphic. I actually made that from scratch. Like that's
Look
all.
Look at you making scratch.
I mean, that's all. That's layers, baby.
Okay. Wow.
Layers.
Look at you, big boy. So to speak, I was on the fence whether to bring this or just drink it, but I drank the zero sugar versions at home and brought these two. I think there are 3 in this variety. This is Coca-Cola's coffee, and one will say, "Oh, it's a coffee thing." I've heard more that it's more of a soda thing.
Really?
With more hints of coffee.
Okay.
In fact, there's a reviewer here who says, Coke with coffee is a soda that yells at you with sugar. It writes flavor emails in all caps. It has 0 chill and double the caffeine of normal Coca-Cola.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it says, let's use a beer analogy. If Coca-Cola is the normal flagship IPA from a big brewery, Coke with coffee is the wacky heavy double IPA that comes out as more of an over-the-top gimmick made with crazy ingredients.
Really?
But instead of bumping the alcohol, they jacked up the caffeine content.
It's like a ridiculous. What's the caffeine in it?
It says Coke with coffee has 69 per 12.
That's not crazy.
That's 5.75 megagrams
megapixels
per ounce. That's double the caffeine of normal Coke, which is 2.85.
Normal Coke doesn't have shit for caffeine.
No, not really.
That's nothing. That's not even. That's like Mountain Dew.
Well, let's just try it.
Yeah, let's try it.
So let me ask you this.
Okay.
Are you a caramel or vanilla fan?
No, caramel.
Okay, so you do the caramel.
Oh, you got 2 of them.
I got 2 of them. I got a caramel flavor.
So this is the caramel one I'm doing.
Yeah.
I showed you guys the vanilla. I'm doing the caramel.
Caramel and vanilla.
Is this the 6 feet social distancing version of this?
Not really. I just had 2 of them.
We can switch off.
Yeah. It's like a vanilla Coke, and there's a little hint of vanilla coffee in there.
I taste some coffee in there. Oh, the back end is really heavy coffee. Let it settle before you take another sip.
Okay.
Now chill.
Not like coffee, but like a coffee nut.
Like chewing on the beans.
Yeah, the beans, coffee beans.
Yep, kind of bitter.
So there's the vanilla. You try the vanilla. I'll try the caramel. And then we'll let the
good.
The fiance try it. It is good. Now, I'm more of a Diet Coke man. I wish they'd do this in a Diet Coke. I know there's 0 sugar, but 0 sugar is more like Coke.
That's cool. Hey, Christopher, if you're still in here,
That's good.
We're both big snooze fans. So
why is that, a Swedish thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Swedish snooze.
Is
General's from Sweden.
Okay. Yeah, the General's the
Hold
way
it
to go.
up. Christopher, if you're still in here, look at what we got, baby. We're big fans.
No, we can't get to 48.
Maybe we need a good Swedish hookup.
We don't get
snooze.
the high octane ones that you can get in other countries.
We're big snooze fans. We like Stoner Doom and we like snooze. Well, I think we're
you want
we're
to
your
try
pals.
these?
Quit snooze 3 years ago. Steve was a big dipper.
Yeah, this has helped me greatly.
And I've smoked and vaped and stuff. You know, I still vape from time to time. But we love the Swedish snooze.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
According to Sweden, doesn't cause cancer.
Let's hope not.
Let's hope not. Or we're in
I
trouble.
certainly feel better the next day. I know the difference if I do Skoal.
The vanilla is
I'm sore.
Yeah.
I'm sore.
Oh,
the
it's
next day.
yeah.
But do you like vanilla better?
They're both enjoyable, but the vanilla.
What's the one that's there's a Swedish brand that has a melon that I really want to get. It's a melon, but it's really strong though.
Got to mail order it.
Yeah. I read a lot about the the Swedish culture around snus, which I think is really cool, and the thing about how you never turn down anybody that walks up to you and asks you for a snooze unless it's your last one. Any just random stranger, if you're like, hey, can I get a snooze? And you're like, yeah, sure. Unless it's your last one.
Like every Swede carries snooze on him?
I don't know. I mean, I'm ignorant, so when I'm reading the story, that's what I'm imagining. Everybody's got a package of, got some portions in their pocket.
I wonder if in Sweden has it helped curb cigarette smoking? Because, in other countries, cigarette smoking is still pretty rampant.
I don't think it's bad. But I don't know. That's how I'm reading into it.
Okay.
I'm coloring it with my own rose-colored glasses.
Our vote, good. I give it a positive.
Now, try this now. Which one was your favorite? That's true? Very cool. I love that, man.
Yeah.
That's a very cool thing about it.
I taste the difference in that this is just more buttery sweet, which is caramel.
Sure.
But this one stands out more of the vanilla flavor, I think.
Just take a pull of one of them that you enjoy. Now take you a rip of that.
What is that?
It's a coffee little salt and egg. It just kind of goes well with it. Oh, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Welcome to the nicotine corner. Where we got snooze, we got snooze, we got salt and egg, we got whatever you want over here.
New segment called Knick Knack.
Knick Knack.
Patty whack.
Give our dog a bone. Yeah. But yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Enjoyed those. Those. It's a good so to speak. Now, what are we going to do for our chip chat? Do you still have a large cache of chips to do?
I still have a number.
Okay.
We're more into this year though, which is good.
Okay. Because I did buy some today, but I know you have a little cache. We're trying to
interesting.
We're trying to do things before they expire.
Yeah, we are.
And we have, according to Sweet Tea, we're upwards of about 800 chips we've reviewed here on the Chip Chat segment of the program in the last several years. Still, so many people, the VC, don't know we exist.
Yeah.
But whatever.
So, you ever played Halo?
It's funny, as a video game collector, I own several copies of different versions of Halo.
Yeah.
I have never been a Halo guy.
I love the red versus blue
yes.
videos. Those are hilarious.
I own an original Xbox, and actually through the kids got a 360, but I've never been an Xbox guy.
Well, apparently in the world of Halo, there's a planet called Reach.
That's a game. There's a Halo Reach.
Halo Reach is a game, and on Reach there's this food source. It's moa. It's like a flightless bird, like an emu, I think, and people eat it in different forms. And there's a moa burger.
Sounds delicious.
It does sound delicious. Well, Pringles has come up with a wavy chip, the moa burger chip. It's a limited edition.
Look at this burger, bro.
You can only get it at Walmart, I believe.
Master Chief done made some Pringles? Yeah, exactly.
So
more like Master Chef.
So I guess no one really knows what a moa burger tastes like, so I'm sure they're spot on.
Looks like a slaw in there. It looks like a southern burger.
It looks really good. So why don't we bust these open?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this.
From the potato crisp world.
Yeah.
Jesus, you gotta have Halo gear to get this open.
Ha ha ha! You gotta have the rocket launcher. Here
you go.
Well, what I'm doing, I'm trying to.
Okay. All right, so here we have the moa burger.
It's a ripple chip.
Oh, it's a wavy.
A wavy crisp. Lots of stuff on the chip, which is important.
Not a lot, but. It's good.
Very good.
I don't know what a moa tastes like.
Yeah, not. That's pretty cool that it's a fictional thing that they can kind of make up what they want it to taste like, which is kind of cool.
Let's have a burger thing going on.
Yeah.
Apparently, they've also come up with a drink.
A burger drink?
No.
Burger drink?
Let's see.
Oh shit! Good call. Wizard says, "Does Mr. Pringles have a gamer headset?"
Yes, he does.
100% does. Look at that. That's
So
kick-ass.
Apparently, you can also consume Halo in liquid form with Monster Energy's Halo Infinite
Of
cross
course.
promotion.
Of course. Those are good. A little spicy.
Yeah?
On the back end.
I like that.
It's like a spicy burger kind of thing going on. Those are good.
What kind of spice? Pepper.
Can't remember, did you guys do the sweet corn Pringles from last year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did those. I know we've done a couple of sweet corns, but yeah. Those are good.
Yeah, if you can find these, they're good.
You
Check
said
them out.
it's limited to Walmart, is that right?
Walmart.
So if you're in Walmart, which is local for most people, that's... Well, I didn't show this side. The Halo Moa Burger. It's worth your time and effort. I'm
Yeah.
telling you what. That's a good chip right there. 100%. Wow, folks. That's fantastic.
Your wife's gonna need to experience it.
I was going to try find before. There it is. Boom. Nope. Damn it. I messed up, Steve.
Get with it.
I messed it up.
It's all right. What are we doing now? We done?
Yeah, we're done. What we're gonna do now is go back over to.
What's the worst chip you ever tried?
What's the worst chip I've ever tried?
Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned that because Sweet Tea,
We've had some terrible ones.
who curates all the chip stuff for us, has done a spreadsheet for us since 2011, 2012, since we started the show.
Yeah.
So she has curated not only just brands of chips, flavors of chips, the year and show we did this, but the comments that we say. So it says, Mikey Banana says, these taste like a hobo's asshole. And the reason I mention hobo's asshole is because she called me this past week and said, so I'm sorry for sending you the worst chips you have ever done on the show. And it was literally a couple of weeks ago.
Oh.
Those truffle chips?
The truffle chips. My wife liked those, by the way.
Where were they from? What was
They're
it?
from Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's truffle oil chips.
I want to seek them out again. They were amazing.
She was laughing and said, because I often can't remember what I say about chips, and that's why she lists that in the comment section. But she read off two comments that she said, okay, she started laughing. She's like, wait a minute. And she pulls it up and she said, you said it tastes like, number one, a garlic flavored diaper. And number two was a hobo's asshole. So if I had to say right now the worst chips we've ever done, it would be Trader Joe's truffle oil chips. Garlic flavored diaper, hobo flavored asshole. For me, at least. So anyway.
That's your opinion.
Hey, what's going on, Rock and Ron?
It's wrong. They're delicious.
But
they're wrong.
yeah. So anyhow, folks, look, we're not done yet, baby. Woo-wee! The weekend's just getting started. If you have a Twitch account, or if you fuck with Twitch at all, or if you're not familiar and you want to try it out, look, come over to twitch.tv/GrownManRecordNight. We're getting ready to play some more record albums after this show. This is where we play all the music that you've seen here tonight. We do it over on Twitch so we don't get popped with copyright. So please come over here and drop us a follow. If you've got an Amazon Prime, please drop us a little. You get a free sub every year. I mean, every month with Amazon Prime. You can drop us a sub over there. It helps support the channel. Don't cost you nothing, especially if you already have it in your repertoire. So please, let's come over here. We're going to vibe out on some of the Dig of the Week picks. We're going to put them on the We're going to put them on the turntable right now. And vibe out some Black Flag, some Cramps, bootlegs. We're going to come over here right now and get busy. Woo! Had a great time tonight, folks. God bless you guys. Thanks for hanging with us. Such a good time, man. Such a good time. So come on over here and vibe with us. And like I said, if you don't know what to do with your Prime, I'll leave you with this.
Can I help you? Yes, I have Amazon Prime and I'd like my free sub, please. No, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. You take your Amazon Prime, you link your Twitch account, then you get one free subscription to your favorite Twitch channel, like a grown man record night. I like it at Mikey Bananas. He a funny guy and a good looking too. Jay, not so much. Oh, I understand. How about some free soup then? Link Amazon Prime to your Twitch account and subscribe to Grown Men Record Night for free. You gain access to sub badges and exclusive chat emotes. Subject to credit approval, void where prohibited by law. See Twitch broadcaster for complete details.